Morning, bud. Um, yeah, I cut my own hair, bro. I just use the trimmer and go around. That's all I do. I haven't gone for a haircut since like the start of the year, dude. Um, this bot stuff is blowing my mind, guys. Look, right? Like, I just found another one last night too. Like, I'm just like, what is the expectancy per month of one MNQ contract? Just one, like the smallest amount, okay? And each of these, the DMC champ says 700 a month. And these are stable. Like, I know for sure that this is not false data. I know how to code properly. I know that it's not running oracles. I know that it's not having a commission problem. I know that there's no artifacts in here. Artifact means, so artifact, an artifact means that the certain outliers cause massive swings in the actual expected results. Okay, like artifacts are rare, right? So an artifact, for example, would be, and so you guys might want to use this if you guys coding your own bot, right? Oh, I should DMC champion morning brief. Try. Oh, I've got. Hold on. Everything should be on Opus, dude. Okay, wait. Pre-stream news. Everything should be on Opus. Everything should be on Opus. We'll run those ones later. Okay. What did I just have? Okay. Comparison. Okay. Is this right? Yeah. Okay. So if you're running your own bot, if you're building your own bot, and I think I taught you guys how to build your own bot too, right? I gave you the steps. If not, there's some stuff on my Instagram recently of like how would the actual steps play out of what you would do. Okay. Basically, again, I mean, we can give you the synopsis here. To make your own trading robot, the first thing you need to do is you need to make a profitable strategy. Okay, I trade dumb money concepts, so I've taught it how to trade dumb money concepts. I also trade this new thing, T Pro, right? And it's more cyclical trend patterns, right? And both of them are working for me, okay, in actual live data, right? Okay, so I taught it. Then the second step is you teach it how to trade. You define everything. What is a level? What is a failure? What is a regain? What are all of these things that you use, okay? And then the third thing you do is you build an indicator from that, okay? So once you have like 50 trades, you build an indicator. You say, hey, plot this out on TradingView so I can see on TradingView what it's doing, right? And so, you know, then you modify the indicator so that it takes the same trades as you and you trade alongside it and you adjust it as you trade for the next couple weeks, okay? So you say, oh, this is wrong, this is right, whatever, right? So you keep training it as if it's a student under your wing, right? The next step is you build a strategy lab where every day the strategy lab runs and it tests new ideas that are correlated to your method so that they can improve it, right? I've already found improvements on my strategies and in just a couple weeks. Like I've been able to turn, you know, like this one is a 6 profit factor. That is insane. I don't think you realize how fucking incredible that is. Like without oracles, without artifacts, a profit factor of 2, this is a normal professional trader. right? This means like a professional trader has a profit factor of 2. A profitable trader has a profit factor of 1.5, okay? This means that for every 1 point you lose, you gain 2 points back. 2 steps forward, 1 step back, okay? So this strategy that trades 4 times a week, right? 4 times a week. This one's also 4 times a week, right? They're not scalping. They're not doing any crazy artifact stuff, right? And they're making $700 each per micro contract per month, okay? Just completely automated now, okay? So after you do that, you're going to slowly see your profit factor is increasing over time, right? Because you're going to keep testing new champs. And what you need to do is you need to, in the strategy lab, look for, like I've had results in my strategy lab that are showing me 20 profit factor. And I say, no, I don't want that one, right? Because there's artifacts in there that skew the data, right? An example of an artifact might be where the stop loss is incredibly tight and then you end up getting a 20R trade, okay? Like you don't want things like that. Or you have a no stop loss, right? Or there was a weird glitch in the market or something that makes one trade super strong, or you have no losers basically, right? So you need enough data and you need points that don't have artifacts like that, okay? And then the next thing that you need to make sure is there's no oracle. Oracles read the future, okay? Oracles know the direction. So you need to ensure that your bot has no idea what's going to happen next when looking at data, okay? So you have to code it that way. So whatever that means to you, you have to make sure it does not know the future, okay? And that's a problem a lot of traders have. And then the next thing is bots often have a scalping problem where they make money because they're scalping. But this trades 4 times a week and it takes trades over the course of, hours rather than minutes, right? Entries aren't impossible to fill. They're all limit entries, right? So there's no slippage, okay? Market orders get slippage, right? So a lot of trading bots don't work because of these 4 reasons: market orders, oracles, artifacts, and scalping, right? Those are the reasons bots don't work in live conditions. This doesn't have any of them, right? But I've been running tests where it's told me, oh my God, you're going to be a billionaire tomorrow sort of thing. And I'm like, I'm not going to run that because this and this reason, it doesn't make sense, right? You're getting artificial data in there that's skewing it, right? 1 to 2 profit factor will go places. 1 to 2 profit factor is not, that doesn't make sense. That profit factor is not R, just so you know. Your speed 1 to 2 profit factor is not a thing. It doesn't. That's 2 profit factor is a thing that you can say. 1 to 2 profit factor is not a thing you can say. That doesn't make sense, right? You're probably thinking I'm talking about R. I'm not. R is a retarded metric. R for retard. Okay. R means nothing. Okay. The only purpose for R is again to take note of potential issues with artifacts, okay? The ideal R is somewhere between 0.5 and 5, right? If you're shooting for more than 5R, you're likely having some sort of artifacts come to your data, or if you're shooting for less than 0.5, you're likely seeing some sort of win rate artifact, okay? I was running this T Pro before, and I had a 92% win rate, but my R was very low, so my losses were big, right? It was still profitable, but I didn't want to run that because the possibility of getting burnt from multiple losses in a row is too high. So I don't want to run that strategy despite it being really, really profitable. So I found a better one, right? I found a better version of it. Okay. Anyways. And even just last night, I ran another script. Okay, we have another idea using T-Pro, right? I have another 3 profit factor setup, right? So I can run this also, with another 66% win rate, right? There's 2 options here for what I can do. It ran overnight. right? Planned R 0.7, or this one's 3, right? I can choose between the two. Probably choose this one. Higher win rate is better to me. With a higher profit factor is better to me. More stable. So I'll probably start running this too, and I'll have 3 bots running, right? So just keep searching for new things, right? And I've been doing this for what? A month or two? A month or two, and I've got 3 bots running that are making, you know, per micro contract, $700 a month each. So if I ran 1 micro contract, each of these bots, I'm making $2,100 a month. Like this is near for sure certain. Okay. We are live testing it now, and it so far has a 80% win rate across the board. Okay, on 5 trades, so 1 loss. Anyways, if you guys have any questions about bots, I seem to be the guy now. Okay, I seem to be the guy that knows how to fucking do this. Okay, so it's telling me daily is short. Let's just confirm. Daily is short, correct. What are these levels, my guy? So DMC read. I want to just DMC champion morning brief. Okay. Let's pull it up here. So I'll show you what I'm doing, right? So you guys can learn this stuff, of course, right? So I've got the DMC champion, okay? The morning brief. I should have it give me a morning brief for the T Pro too. So the daily short gate, it says it's short only, but the 1 hour is telling me it's a long. So the pre-market, we don't want to take a trade. There's a 7 a.m. card that we want to see if it matches the daily as well. And I think there's also a third thing it can do, which is regains, which is on the lower time frames. Okay. Okay, so I've got 3 indicators on the chart now. I've never been an indicator guy before. Well, let's look here, okay? So we have, yeah, we wanted to sell here yesterday. We wanted to sell here. Okay, so that's a good point to sell. If it comes up, right? We failed to make a new low. Let's look. Why is it telling me it's long only? I don't want these on the chart. I'm going to answer questions in a moment, but let's get rid of these labels. Show bias panel. Okay, origins. Let's clean up the chart a bit. I want to be short, no? I think I want to be short, right? It's a short day. The hourly, I'm not sure why it's telling me. Why is it telling me the hourly? Okay, it's definitely a short day, I'm pretty sure. All right, market open. We're gonna see if we can short. Right, we have a failure. This is all tested, right? Yeah, we want to be short, dude.
Order filled.
You're a pinky in the brain from days ago. Let's take a short. And obviously, because it's pre-market, you always, because we're going to be going into the market open, you don't want to be aggressive with it. But you do want to be shorting here, I think. Right? to the new low. For sure, because all of this shit's tested already. Okay, so yeah. Okay, cool. Claude fucked up. So he told me that I'm right, actually. Good. So we should be short. It's definitely a short day. Okay. Let's jump down to the 15 and see. We've got all of that is tested. Fantastic. This is all tested. Oh, it's gonna collapse, I think. I'm pretty sure this collapses. I'm pretty sure it absolutely collapses again, boys. Let's go. Time, price, our opportunity. I'm not sure what that means. Where's our Pinky in the Brain intro? Funny enough, it was still open. T-Pro is another method I use, correct? I just call it T-Pro. What does T-Pro mean? Who cares? Mr. T, I pity the fool. I pity the fool along in the market. Yeah, brother, this is gonna get murked on. Murked. Straight fucked. Okay? Okay, so trade one. Let's one level back probably. Yeah, we'll go here. I think that's fine for a stop. Now, the great thing about Claude, I'm going to tell you guys a real big secret here, okay? And you guys got to keep watching because I'm just going to keep telling you secrets I find out. You got to watch every day. If you're not watching, you're not going to learn the secrets, right? Because I'm not going to be posting this shit on my Instagram or my YouTube, okay? Live stream is the only place that you're going to be able to like learn the real good juicy stuff, okay? Tell your friends, great. Oh, let me get rid of the supply and script so the short form people can see a bit better. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay. There, okay. So the really big secret, what was it? I forgot. Shit. This is frustrating for you guys, I'm sure. There's the market open. It's gonna dump, bro. It's gonna dump. It's collapsing. It's just gonna retest this and collapse. It's not going up. No. Give me 1 second. I need to try daily review. Boom. Wow, he's so good. He's so good. He knew the exact level. Okay. Yeah, bro. Wait. Friends go round and round and round. And there we go. What was the secret? Oh, I know what it was, dude. You gotta be watching me because I forget about things all the time and then I bring them back. Okay. Something that I do not do in my live trading. I found a better version via Claude because it's able to test concepts super quickly, right? And I do not trail my stops. I don't trail my stops. I shoot for a target. I say, hey, this is the target, okay? And if it gets close and then rejects, I will exit, right? And and I'll just leave my stop here, right? But Claude, we ran some tests. Pretty much all of my strategies do better with a tight trail, right? And something that I noticed actually is once it's in profit, so if it goes against me, well, great, that's fine. But once it comes into profit, boom, stop, trail super tight, right? And apparently that is so much better. Here we go. I told you what would order filled. Fuck yeah. Woo, 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 woo. Easy. Easy, $2,000. Bump. Okay, close it. Okay. We know what we're doing. We know what we're doing for sure. Okay. This is the level, right? They're going to maybe get a bounce. They're going to maybe bounce it back up here. Let's see. They're going to bounce it here, and then they're going to rip it back down. We're going to take another short. Okay. Watch this. Boys, watch this. Ha! They're going to bounce here. We're going to take another short. Okay. So how do I trail the stops as it were with Claude? Okay. And what it does is I noticed something. Claude was able to test, okay, how far does it go against me usually, right? I have wide stops usually, right? And a lot of people on Twitter were complaining. They're like, oh, your win rate's crazy high, like 90 plus, but like you have a 90 plus win rate, but you're losing, your losers are like twice the size of your winners. Like, yeah, but it's still crazy profitable, right? But I was like, okay, we can make this better. How do I make that better? So I was wondering, I noticed that if it bounces on my level, it just rips immediately, okay? But if it goes against me and then comes back out, it'll then rip. But if I'm wrong, it'll do this, right? Or just go against me. And about 5% of the time, it just goes straight against me. And some of the time, it'll do this. And then once it's in profit, right, then it could go against me or it could go into profit, right? So the reality is it pretty much never comes back twice unless I'm wrong. So the second it goes back into profit, this stop, I put it like super tight. You know what I mean? So I allow room only at the start. And this is something that Claude taught me that I wouldn't have found out on my own. I allow room only at the start. You know, this big buffer, and it only hits like 5% of the time. But then if it comes back into profit, boom, stop, right? And this way, I was able to double my profit factor from like 2 to 4 sort of thing, right? Just simply by trailing it. And obviously you're going to get wicked out while it trails, but most of your profit is going to be, most of your profitable trades are going to be like these tinier little ones, right? That are just like, 0.5R or something. But when you do have it trail and it rips like this, you get insane profits, right? Because it just trails it. Now, obviously that's a bot doing it. So you would be a modified version. You would just use that information for your advantage. So like, let's say today it went against me, I'd be fine. And then once it comes back into here, I'd say, hey, I don't want it to go into my stop area again, right? So I would close it at break even if it does, right? Or it hits the take profit or something. So I can have a modified version. See what I'm saying, dudes? Anyways, that's the secret sauce that I've learned recently. Okay, what did we say was going to happen? Bounce up right here. Rejection, sell. Let's go. Okay, we got absolutely fucking killing it, dude. DMC was correct. T-Pro was correct. Chris was correct. On the market open. Yesterday, exact same thing. I was wrong yesterday, but the bots were right. Both bots made money. Look at this. Do you see this? It literally told me to take another sell right here. It literally told me to take another sell right there. Like, look, that's crazy, dude. This is doing shit I can't even find fast enough. What's it selling off of? I think, here. Yeah, you've lost this level. And it's telling me to sell here. Wow. It might just not even come back up. Let's see. We've already made some money, so. It's a clear buy. Oh no. You are absolutely, most certainly wrong. It is a terrible buy here. Absolutely retarded buy here. Like, it cannot be more short. Let me explain to you. Let me prove to you that it cannot be more short. First of all, you're looking at this as a range low, which makes no sense. To just, we're just going to buy a range low on a low time frame. Maybe on a high time frame, sure. Maybe you're saying, hey, oh my God, there's a level here. Who gives a fuck? That's not a level. That's not a level at all. Here's the levels, right? Here's the levels. We're going down to 27, okay, first of all. Second of all, multiple daily massive losses in a row. What's the likelihood of this just spiking off of nothing? Probably pretty low, okay? Weekly, also lost twice in a row. Rejection. They're not even retesting, okay? They're not even retesting levels, right? 4 hour rejections, right? They're not even retesting. They're not even 1 hour failure to make a new high. Literally cannot be more short. Let's go down to the 15 minute. 15 minute lost this level. Failure off of that. Like, this cannot be more short. The only reason you could possibly want to be buying is because you're like, oh, there's a low. Good. It will break. It will break, okay? Like, they didn't even come back to the level here to reject. It just said, fuck it, let's just sell, right? Fuck it, sell it, baby. Trend is your friend. It's not even trend even. It's just like, it's like just a market collapse. I told you. You guys ever watch Kramer? We told you. Wait, I need to pull this up, eh? Party on the rooftop. Wait. Exit all positions. I want to see. I'm trying to find a video here. Oh God, what's the freaking... Dang it. Wait, Kramer, I think the Kramer capitulation. Dang it, dude. That video might be gone. Do you guys remember that video from long ago where he's like, I told you, capitulation, we're in bear market. Do you remember that shit? He starts screaming on like the news or whatever when the market starts collapsing. Dow down 130 points. You heard it here first, folks. You know, like he's just so excited that he got the market right once. Yeah, you remember, right? Can somebody find that video? It's so funny, dude. Can you post it in the Discord? Everyone should be in the Discord, by the way. Can somebody post that in the Discord here? We're in bear market. We're in bear market. Ooh. Right? Somebody post it up. Bro, I should have just held it. Like, I knew for certain that this was just going to absolutely collapse. Right? Here's the thing. We can still just take shorts, by the way. Like, look at this. It even, like, it's taking the fucking cells, bro. Like, do you see this? It's taking the cells, rest cell. That one didn't get filled, right? So what I've got it doing is when it, so it should have, it didn't even fill this, right? There's no retest. This is aggressive selling. This is like, if you're looking, this is aggressive selling, right? There's a reason why I'm not in any, like I told you guys, exit your investments, right? I told you guys long ago. Oh, and I wanted to get a clip. Markets are fucking collapsing, dude. And who told you? Summer of 2026. I told you fucking over a year ago, I think it was like October 2025. I said summer of 2026 will be the absolute top. What day is that? That is literally the June solstice that we topped. June 21st, the solstice. How did he know the exact date? Summer of 2026. The day summer started was the start of the bear market. I told you a year in advance. How does he know this shit? Because I've been doing it longer than you, okay? Don't question it. I've been doing it longer than you, right? And people think, oh, he's just tricking us so that he buys his prop firm challenge and then we lose. It's hilarious because if I tell you the truth, you won't do it. Because you think I'm lying to you. Half the people think I'm out to get them because they're pessimistic. I just want to be right. I just want praise, man. I don't care about you being wrong. I don't care about you blowing challenges. It means nothing to me. I get paid either way. Anyways, okay, there's a 15 close. Do you think they're going to retest it? Probably not. There's nothing back, by the way. There's nothing back. What I would like it to do is actually like test a level so I can get in a short. But this is remarkably bearish, like remarkably bearish. We want to have a sell here, of course, right? So, by the way, what I've got it doing is every day, this is the T Pro Champ daily tracker and then the DMC daily tracker day, right? So every day at the end of the day, stocks are going down too. Every day, actually, I think I've got some Google and shit. Google not so bad. Everything's collapsing, bro. I fucking told you, dude. Everything is collapsing. Why? Because we're in a bubble. Bubbles are super obvious. You got to be an idiot to not think this is going to collapse. You got to be an idiot to be invested in the stock market in 2026. Like, absolute buffoon. Like, you can't possibly be dumber. Now, I wish that I held this because the thing is, this is why the trailing stop thing on Claude tells me that it's better than me, right? Claude tells me it's better than me because it just holds the trade, and then you get all of this profit, right? So the, like, let's say it trails for a bit, and like maybe 30% of days you get all this extra profit, and like 60% of days you stop out like a little bit of profit, right? Well, this amount is so significant that it's worth way more than these little amounts, right? Start watching a month ago. You're on Maven now. Fuck yeah, dude. Appreciate everything you do. Knowledge you bring every day. You're welcome, Travis. Facts Hunter's given me so much good education information the last few weeks. As a newbie, I tried to sell or make or maybe buy anything. Nice. Okay, good. Welcome, boys. Yeah. You're really good trying to learn new. What is your thoughts on copper? I am still invested in copper. Okay. I'm still holding copper. I'm still holding SCCO. This fucking copper company has just been ranging for like fucking months, dude. Right? Like it just goes back and forth. Copper is a good buy. Okay. And good chance that this comes down. Okay. Good chance this comes down. But it doesn't mean copper is not going to be a good buy, right? Copper is a fantastic buy. It's ripping. Copper is going to be, once the market is doing well, copper is going to be great. And we don't necessarily, like, I know I'm screaming about bear market, blah, 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 right? It's not necessarily the end of the world yet. Okay, in theory, right? Like a bear market, this can be the bear market. It can come here and then we can go up again, right? Like it doesn't really, like, the bear market that I'm worried about is the one that comes back down here, right? Where everyone gets wrecked. Everything is destroyed, okay? We can, as long as we hold here, we're still okay, right? This is nothing. This is nothing yet. You haven't seen pain yet. This is only a 10, 12% dump, right? This is like a 20% dump. 20% is pretty normal, right? Yeah, we could dump 20% and there'd be no problem. And copper could still keep going up. Markets could still keep going up. Copper is industrial, so most likely copper will do well with the NASDAQ, okay? Unlike gold. So I'm investing in both gold and copper. Now everything is dumping right now because of inflation, right? They're going to be, I think tomorrow, they're going to be maybe jacking up rates, right? Also in September, also in December, right? So the rates are going to be going higher. So that's why things are dumping right now. And the market's unstable. So what is the consistency rules on Maven? There is none, unless you're trading on instant funding. There's no consistency rule. Not on the step challenges. Any challenge has no consistency rule. Instant funding has consistency. That's how it works, okay? And that's pretty much how it works with every prop firm, all right? Why? Because instant funding would be insanely easy and it would just be a charity at that point, right? The taxpayers would have to fund prop firms in order to pay your payouts. If instant funding didn't have a consistency score, or some sort of extreme limiting factor, okay? The reality is you guys just want to get paid for doing nothing, and that doesn't exist. That's called welfare. So unless you can get the taxpayers to fund prop firms, this is about as easy as prop firms are going to get, okay? They're actually going to get harder, right? Because margins have to get better, right? So back in the day, prop firms were super insanely easy. They're getting harder. Prop firms will continue to get harder forever. They will continue to get harder because the prop firm needs to start making more money, needs to have better margins, right? It needs to have more stability. You need to find cheaters and whatnot, right? So you need to cause more restrictions. There's more competition, so you have to put more restrictions, okay? In order to improve your margins so that you can market better and whatnot, right? When there's no competition, and people aren't like super well versed with a new industry, you don't have to have things as refined, right? The glory days of prop firms was when prop firms were rug pulling everyone. That was when most people were making money. Why? I know that sounds counterintuitive. It's because the prop firms were so easy to pass that they weren't able to sustain themselves, right? So 2023 2024, that was the easiest times of prop firms. Now we are pretty stable. Prop firms are pretty stable. But yeah, if you want easier prop firm challenges, I suggest you just go on welfare. Right? Because then that's the only case where you're just gonna get paid for being useless, right? Just said it, I said it. We're gonna do a spin today, yeah, most days, yeah. Maven podcast today, I think 1 p.m. EST. I'm gonna be interviewing James Bruce, my co-host. I'll be interviewing my co-host. Funny enough, actually, no guest today. I'll just interview him. Okay, I want to nice. Okay, look at that exit trail. Did you see that? Plus, do you see this? Plus 280 points. Ba-ching! Oh, wow. What did I get? I got 153 points, okay? 150 points because I think I cut it off a bit early, okay? I always cut it off early because I'm a fucking cracker. Right? But you see that? Fuck yeah, my dude. Paid for being useless. Yeah, if you want to just get money, just go on welfare. Like, if you are a useless person, just fucking take from other people. It's great. I don't do it because I'm quite useful, but a lot of people in Canada love it. Love disability. Most people are in Canada aren't even disabled. They just go on disability. But you got to be disabled in order to think Canada is a good place. Aside from the nature, right? Like, I'm talking about like in the city. Like, that's why I do not live in the Canadian cities. They're a fucking mess. Canada's a beautiful place if you don't live in like the places people live in. Like, if you just live in the woods, it's fucking fantastic. But if you follow the Canadian rules and you go into the city and you do all the mainstream nonsense, you go out to the clubs, you pay crazy taxes, and it's just nonsense. If you're doing a regular day job, it's like the fucking worst. The peso here is worth nothing. Yeah, I want to see if we can get another. This 4 hour is going to be bearish, so we're going to take another short as well off of the 4 hour and see if we can just rip it down, dude. Mm-hmm. It's going to be bearish, so. Pre-stream news. Let's see what's in the news today. NASDAQ 5-day losing streak. Only second time this year. Semi-ETFs are down 3.6% in the pre-market. Dow is green. Monday's failed bounce. Everything, like I said, is predicted long ago. FOMC starts decision tomorrow. That's why the market's crashing. Gold went the wrong way. It's back below 4K. No, gold's doing okay. Still doing the same thing. Gold's still just ranging back and forth. Strategy to break down today. We can talk about stop hunts on ICT. It's suggesting that I talk about okay. Suggesting I talk about what stop hunts are. Okay, so here, a lot of let me clean up some of this shit, okay? There you go. So a lot of you guys are going to think that, oh my God, there was a stop hunt on the hourly this morning or whatever, right? Or like, you might have put your stops here. Maybe people think stop hunts are behind the wicks or whatever it is, right? And they need to hunt your stops before they did this drop down. But the reality is, it doesn't matter how big this wick is, right? The only thing that matters is they're unable to make a new high, okay? So stop hunts do not exist. They're not hunting your stops. All they're doing is attempting to make a new high. And 50% of the time, just think about it like this. 50% of the time, you're not able to make a new high, right? And 50% of the time, you're not able to make a new low. 50% of the time, you are able to make a new high. Now, these numbers aren't exactly right, but as you're going in trends, right, on average, 50% of the time, you'll make a new high. 50% of the time, you won't make a new high. And the same with the downside, right? So with that logic, you can say, hey, they're going to make a new high or not. Okay. And I'm going to watch the reaction. And guess what? They were not able to make a new high. So what do? They come in the opposite direction. This is the core concept of DMC. And it's a much more optimistic way of viewing the market than ICT nonsense models. The ICT nonsense model is you against the market. It has an evil bad guy that wants to hurt you, which is only real in storybooks, right? Do you really live in a princess fairy tale, a Disneyland woo-woo, right? No, you live in the real world, where nobody gives a shit about you. You're not special, okay? You're not this person that they need to destroy. You're not fucking Iron Man or Superman that the bad guys want to kill. No. You're just some citizen on the street. They don't give a fuck about you, okay? They don't give a fuck about your stops. They don't give a fuck about your liquidity. All they care about is managing their own positions. So, if you can't make a new high, right? What do? They have to attempt to make a new low. There's only two directions you can go. So when markets see that, hey, this trend is no longer going to continue. Now, this is obviously a small trend, right? Or here, right? An example that some people might call that a stop hunt. It's not a stop hunt. You're not fucking with people's liquidity. All you're doing is you're in a downtrend. You attempted to make a new low, and it said, hey, that is not a price where people want to be selling. So what are you going to do as a larger fund with lots of money? Are you going to sell? No, everyone's going to stop selling, okay? They're not going to be selling here. All the retards will be buying. It'll bring it back up, and then they'll attempt to make a new high. They failed, and guess what? They're like, oh, that's a price where nobody wants to be buying anymore. So we're going to start selling now, and it's already in that downtrend. So what does it do? Dumps really hard. Does that make a lot more sense? It's not you against the evil bad guy, super, Dr. Octagonopus, Spider-Man sort of thing. You're not a superhero, dude. You're the civilian that's absolutely worthless. And all you're trying to do is make sure you're on the right side of Spider-Man, okay? Try to make sure that you're on the right side of Spider-Man's fucking moves so that you don't get obliterated, right? They don't care about you. The big guys are fighting with themselves, right? They're trying to manage not die themselves. They're not trying to kill each other. It's not, but they're not battling. It's, I want to make sure I don't lose money. I want to make sure I don't die. That's all you care about, right? Think about yourself. What do you care about? You only care about yourself. They think the same way. Okay? You only care about yourself and your family, right? Japanese people are different. They care about other people, okay? Japanese people are great. Japanese people are one of the only cultures that actually cares about the community. But Western culture, European culture, African culture is more selfish. Asian culture is much more community. Anyways, completely different topic though. Some of us are small fish. Cool. That's a good rant. Oh, okay. Nice. Is that good, dude? Fucking Claude told me to talk about that. That's sick. I don't even have to think anymore. Claude just does fucking everything, bro. There's the 4 hour. Let's short, right? We want to sell, right? We want to sell.
Order filled. Order filled.
We want to just see if this rips. That's why. Rips down potentially. Oh, it already stopped. It already stopped for negative 35. But I'm gonna see, that's really fast. We're gonna do this and just see if we can See if we can ride that stop. Like, I think it just barely wicked us, so we're in a short now, right? Now, obviously, I don't really like this, but supposedly it's a profitable strategy, so. Well, supposedly that's a profitable strategy, so. I'm gonna stop out like right here, I think. See if it rejects off this level. So there is a method here that I did not make this, but supposedly this is profitable, right? Is just try to run when things are going hard, you just try to rip on the 4-hour close with a tight stop. And supposedly that makes a lot of money. So we're gonna see. I'm gonna just extend the stop a little bit. You give signals too? I mean, no, but you can learn from me, my guy. I think it'll sell off that, honestly. But we're going to take another sell up here probably. Because it is most obviously, most incredibly, that it is, can I log in here? We're going to take another sell too. Is it going to let me log in or what's it doing here? Okay. Let's see if we can take a sell up here if it does. Sell limit. If it comes up here, we'll take another sell up there too. Okay. But we're going to just try to run this trend. We're going to try to run this trend as well. Right? It's like aggressively selling. So like it's wise probably just to rip this down, right? If it does come up and then there might be a rejection here probably. If it regains that, then it's going to go to this side. And then we can maybe look for another sell or something, but it's a short day for sure. There is a rejection off of here, so it looks like it's probably going to sell off, right? That looks solid, right?
Order filled.
It looks all right here. Hopefully it sells off right there. We definitely want to be selling up here though. Oops. There might buy right here. Let's see here.
Order filled.
I'm just doing little scalps on the side. Managing risk slightly. Mm-mm-mm. That's tested. I just have a 1 minute sell off here. Can I analyze Bitcoin? Bitcoin's done nothing for months now. Bitcoin's nonsense, bro. Like, why would you want to trade Bitcoin? There's a level right here. We want it to touch here. Okay, cool. Okay, you definitely want to be in sells again now. You definitely want to be in sells again now. Good. Okay, this is going to come up a little bit, if maybe, right here maybe, or just dump. Might just dump. It's going to go for that new low. Let's do it, baby. Let's see. Let's see, dog. Okay, so we got our second trade. I'm just going to, oh, it's already on the chart there. Maybe take off a couple here.
Order filled.
Let less rest run. There's the swing low. Let the rest run. Because we didn't get the best entry, I'm hoping it just dumps off here. It would have been better to have a better entry or DCA in. My personal, my entry is here actually. Yeah. Because I scalped it a little bit back and forth. What's the total P&L today? I don't know. Like, I honestly don't even know how to answer that question. On my prop accounts, on my Maven account, on my personal account, or the bots. There's 4 answers for that, right? I don't know. I have no fucking clue, dude. I'm just, all I know at this point is, and I'm not even gonna like try to sound like this is not even gonna be like for like the hooks, like the Instagram hooks or whatever. DMC is good. DMC is good. What I've been working on this past month is fucking unreal. Like, we're scalping the 1 minute, the 5 minute, the 50, we're doing all the, like, with perfection now, like literal perfection essentially. Okay, DMC is great. DMC's got a profit factor of like 2 plus, right? I'm trying to get 5. I want a profit factor of 5 in my personal trading with this new stuff. That's the goal, which is like equivalent to being like fucking LeBron James at trading. You know what I mean? Do you see that? Like, we literally. Okay, so rejection. Like, this market's moving pretty quick, so it's pretty exciting. We can keep watching it. It's good, but I wish you could make it easier. Do you want easier or do you want profitable? Let me, like, it's just clear. If you want easier, go talk to Tory Trades. That shit is easy as fuck. Like a fucking monkey could figure it out, dude. Like a monkey can figure out trend lines. Does it work? No. For absolute certainty, trend lines do not work in the slightest. Tory Trades is one of the, is maybe the top 5 biggest scammers in the industry. It does not work for certain. I've tested it. I've proved it. I've been trading for 13 years. Trend lines work in the sense that they follow the trend. What does the market do? It trends up. So you make money following the trend. So if you randomly click buttons, you will make money. Okay. It blows my mind that people lose money trading, first of all, because if you just randomly click buy every day at a random time, you will make money. But you have absolutely no edge, right? And that's what Tory Trades teaches, something with zero edge that makes money. So she sells it as if it were something useful. It's not. It's a waste of your time, right? And all of these easy strategies, moving average, Tory Trades trend lines, simple break of structures, right? Orb is one of the better ones, honestly, because it flows at market open, which is your most profitable time. It's one of the better ones for sure, right? Okay, it's gonna fucking rip down now. Let's go, baby. Would I marry Tory Trades? No, I think she's disgusting. One of the things that passed my mind I talk a lot of shit about a lot of influencers, right? There's some that I do like, right? There's some course sellers I like, or strategy guys that I like, or whatever, right? Because they're, they don't take themselves too seriously. They don't sell this false dream. They give you the reality. Trader Nick is one of them. I also like Max Trading Options. There's some guys that I like just because they're funny, they're cool, whatever it is, right? They're chill, right? And then they'll sell a course or something, and I can be friends with them, okay? And then there's also guys that are pretty reputable that I like, right? But there are many people that I absolutely despise in this industry, right? And Tory Trades is one of them. And I thought, hey, what happens? Because I'm pretty big in this industry. What happens if I go to an event and she's there, right? I'm like, I'm gonna have to face. She obviously knows who I am, and she knows that I don't like her, right? And maybe maybe I like her in person. Who knows, right? But the whole concept of what she pushes is an absolute fraud, right? So, like, her whole story, it's all a lie, dude. Like, it's probably based off of real events, just like movies are based off of true stories, right? But like, I realized that if I'm at an event, I might have to like talk to her one day or like see her, and then that might be kind of like awkward, but just like realizing like she definitely fucking hates me. Okay, another opportunity for sell here too, right? Just keep selling, keep selling. I want to sell there, dude. What? I didn't want to buy? No. Get out. I want to sell, dude. Why is it only letting me buy? Sell limit. Boop, 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 boop. Brothers, why is our viewers like, people don't even give a shit about making money? Why has the viewers been dropped down the past couple weeks? Somebody answer me this. Why when we start making insane amounts of money, viewers start going down? You know why? Because I've not caused any drama lately. I've not posted any crazy videos on YouTube that are like strategy, best 4-minute, whatever. You know, that's why. People get bored. People get bored unless I give them dopamine. You know? Nobody wants money. That's something I realize. You guys don't even want money, dude. You don't even want to win. You want to feel good. That's what you want. I'm gonna make you feel good, sir. I'm gonna make you feel real good. Come and watch my YouTube channel. I'm gonna give you dopamine. I'm gonna make trading feel real nice. Like, that's what people want. They want to be fed. They like, and I know this. Like, it's nice to live in La La Land. You know what I mean? It's nice to live in La La Land. I am insanely good at trading, right? And this is about almost the pinnacle of what you can be as a trader. Almost the pinnacle. Okay, almost the pinnacle. I'm sure there's people better than me. I know people better than me. This will take you 10 years to get to. And people are like, oh, and you're not fucking living on a yacht? This is the absolute best you can get at trading within reality. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
That's so crazy. Just give me a minute of your time. I'll make you feel really good. Watch my YouTube channel. I'll tell you really nice things. I'll tell you how to beat the market, man. We can beat the market together. You wanna beat off the market together? I'm gonna beat the market with you, man. One of the secrets of DMC. Okay, the secrets of DMC. Okay. I'm gonna give you the secret of DMC. Okay, DMC, right? A lot of you guys trade dumb money concepts, right? I love it. Great, dumb money concepts works great. And the logic of dumb money concepts really is, hey, if it can't go up, it must go down, right? So if you have a failure, it must go down, right? And that you can see that often, right? You see these wicks and whatnot. A lot of people call them stop hunts or sweeps or whatever. Okay. But you'll see them all the time and you'll be like, oh, this works great, okay? Or you'll see, hey, this is a loss of a level. Oh, it should continue down, okay? And those are all well and good in theory, okay? But the way that dumb money concepts works the best, okay, is not from these simple things that are easy to see, okay? It's from regains. That's the secret of dumb money concepts. The thing that makes the most money for me from dumb money concepts. Okay. I also have T Pro. Okay. The thing that makes me the most money from dumb money concepts is when you regain a zone and then you go to the other side. Okay. Because in reality, a lot of just these simple gains don't have a whole lot of profit target. So you can make these work. You can make these work, and I will take trades like this, right? But your profit target's pretty low, so and your stop's pretty wide. Okay, so like you can see this current resting order I have, right? The profit is not super far. It might not even go that far. It might only just wick to the bottom here. So you really have to be able to manage your trades effectively. So just the simple trend following stuff is actually incredibly difficult to do, right? It's the hardest part to do, okay? The easiest thing to see is these wicks, but the wicks in reality, they don't really cause massive moves either, okay? You can use them for bias forming, but the things that really get the money is when it regains, okay? And then you target the other side. Because you can get really good risk reward and it's a high win rate. Okay. So, and it ends up being quite profitable. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's see here. Let's see if this rejects now. That might have been the test though, so I just don't know. If we test this, I'm going to get out. See what I'm saying? Like, la 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 la. How much is this one going? Nice. Another 16K. Okay, let's see here. Look at that. See? Look at that cell, dude. Origin cell. Fuck yeah, dude. This is like this is working really well. This is working really well. I'm gonna go in a few minutes here. Say what's up. Should we just like close it for the day and like maybe call it here or something? I don't like trading after now, really. No. Retest there. Should reject, I think. I think it'll come down, but I might be wrong. Can we get a gold overview after filling the market gap, please? Oh, let's see, gold. Yeah, I got you. Gold review. Honestly, it's so choppy that if it's choppy like that, you just zoom out. You got a rejection here. The next obvious level was back down here, right? I honestly don't really know, dude. Gold's too choppy lately that I don't even want to look at it, so there's no point in trading this. I wouldn't trade this at all. Same with I wouldn't trade Bitcoin because it's not doing anything, right? It's too difficult to read. So like if I'm looking at this, it just looks like a mess to me. I don't really know. We just lost this level. So we're probably going to go a little bit lower. If I had to guess, like for the rest of the day, probably a little bit lower. You know, back down to the range lows probably if I had to guess, right? Do that. I want to get out. Okay. That tested. I want to get out. Okay, we're gonna call it there. Close it. Okay. 3 grand on the Maven. Yeah, time to get out. So this is exactly what I'm saying, like the regains, dude. So I would be a bull now here, right? So this is the dumb money sort of stuff, right? You regained this. This is tested too. So it's going to come here, right? But it's already tested, so it's going to come up even higher, I think, right? It might come down one more time, but ultimately I'm bullish now, right? It might do that. Ultimately I'm bullish, okay? I'd put a stop somewhere here probably, right? But I don't want to be a bull in this downtrend. So, you know what I'm saying? Let's do a quick giveaway for MavenTrading.com. Use code DMC if you want to practice dumb money concepts on Maven. You can get 10% off. Best prop firm in the world is Maven. You can trade dumb money concepts. I just taught you everything you need to do, plus DMC in chat in order to enter. Let's do it. So we did pretty well today. Right? We got a 10K. Almost. Fuck yeah. Almost. Right? See, look, retest. Now they're going back up, right? So, you know what I'm saying? What is this line here? Pray the demons away. Okay, we did over an hour already today too. Let's spin the wheel and I'm gonna fuck off. 10K Omo. Grant, congrats, brother. You won Maven 10K Omo account. Go to Maven's website and claim it in the chat. Okay. Congrats, brother. That's all for me, boys. Join the Discord. Practice trading DMC, practice trading on Maven, all those things, dude. It's like everything is for free for you forever. Everything is free. You can even make money. There's working for me. If you want to join the Discord, there's a thing that you can do there. Okay. Take care.